Guys, welcome back to our ReZero set review. We're going to go straight into it. First card is Ram, the pink-haired maid. She's the pink-haired maid. 3295. When this is placed from hand to stage, check up to 3 cards from the top of your deck, choose up to 1 and add it to your hand, ditch the rest. And when Natsuki Subaru Decoy Operation is placed in your climax zone, if this is in the front row, choose up to 2 cards in your opponent's waiting room, return them to the deck, to your opponent's deck, obviously. Your opponent shuffles that deck, and this gains 3k power for the turn. So Natsuki Subaru Decoy Operation is the gate trigger, the red salvage trigger. And it also has, when this attacks, you may pay 2 and ditch a card from your hand. If you do, deal 1 damage to your opponent.
Sorry, this is so great. That's so great. I appreciate this.
This card has remarkable similarities to a recent Hot Ticket Cinderella Girls card that just sold out.
Oh boy.
I'm not
I sold
implying
like
anything.
14 copies of this.
You sold them
What?
to someone at my locals.
Wait, what?
None of this of the Cinderella promo.
Are people actually buying that? Look, this
Yes.
card is nothing
Dude, I sold 14 copies in a
Maybe this
day and I
card is
had
nothing
more
like
guys
this.
asking. I just didn't have any left.
That's ridiculous.
Holy Jesus.
Idol.
I understand
Oh my
that this
God.
card has a climax combo, but I don't get what you mean by it's nothing like this card. They
Because
both look at
climax
3 and they
combo
both
is-
burn on an attack.
Climax combo is pretty relevant to the card.
Sure.
Is it?
Yeah, so the point of this card is
Like,
to,
don't run the gate.
yeah, it's to decompress
the-
your.
Well, yeah, but like the mate deck doesn't run the gate, and the meta deck probably doesn't run the gate. So you're just running this for the
burn.
look at top 3 and burn on attack.
Yeah,
The
which is
class
fair
combo is
enough.
like the least relevant part of this card.
I don't necessarily agree, but that's fair enough. You can definitely make an argument to run this as the second climax combo in the meta build. I don't think that's correct, but it's certainly something you can do. So,
I think you could totally play it if you want to do red-blue instead of
Yeah.
blue-yellow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
So-
real, my only knowledge of this series comes from like the little bit of the manga that I've read, so I wasn't even aware that like they had different hair colors.
they do.
Well, now I
So,
know.
this one digs for her own climax combo, has a relevant climax combo, like this one scales with the number of rams you have. So if you have 3 rams, suddenly your opponent's deck is a lot less compressed.
You do get to put the 6
Oh.
back before you start
Yeah, but
attacking.
then compare this to like the Cinderella one, and
15
this
cards
is
back.
Not
You also have a larger page file.
Yeah.
Yes!
Stop.
The
How
current
large are
card is
your
very
pages,
different.
Tom?
These guys are making nerd computer engineer jokes.
By the way, operating systems is a terrible, terrible, terrible class, and you will have to take it if you want to do computers.
yeah,
I'm
so
not any part of this, I just want to say.
Nope. Not
Oh,
this meme.
Coming from the guy who made that Ricardo pun, like,
No, you're done now.
this card is fine. It's a role player in the maid's deck. You can make an argument to include it in the meta deck with or without the combo. But
It's just playable.
It is just a playable card. I don't think it's anything more. It is notable as the best digging card in this set, but there's not really a lot you need to dig for.
Alright, next.
Yes, I can agree with all of those statements.
It's another lolly.
Yep. So the next card, Beatrice, lovely girl. She's 329k.
Oh, there's
If
Puck
all
in
the
this picture
purples-
too.
She's also not a lovely girl, by the way.
Okay, you shut your fucking mouth.
So I would just like to ask, do they ever explain like the butterflies instead of like actual pupils?
Because it's anime.
I mean, they're probably.
Right.
Because
He's
like
right, it is
they
anime.
do know that the
Yeah.
pupils serve like a real biological purpose, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Beatrice
but it's a
isn't
magic
really-
world.
Beatrice
Like-
isn't actually. A
Like we
human.
can have our doctor explain how pupils work.
They are things in your eyes.
That is-
Yeah, but
Alternatively,
it
yes,
doesn't
you can
matter,
use
Will,
this-
because it's a cartoon.
She has contacts on, okay?
Don't
It's a
take it so
Chinese
seriously.
cartoon, okay?
Full.
You're just
Beatrice
trying to like.
is my Wi-Fi.
Are you trying to shame this person for having different irises? Come on, man.
They're not even irises anymore.
So
They really
talk
are.
about the
Wow. This guy.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
so
she doesn't
this
have eye
card-
whites either.
This card is a card. It is a level 3. It is a heal. It is a 11k usually. And at the start of your opponent's attack phase, if Forbidden Library, which is a 2/2 event, is in your memory, you may pay 1. If you do, stand this in one of your other magical weapon traits, swap them, and this gains 1k power for the turn.
That kind of effect, by the way, from my limited experience playing against twins, is incredibly obnoxious.
It is very obnoxious. It
This
is
also
This
comes
is,
down to
um,
2.
This
remarkably
is
similar to the Mikasa from Attack on Titan.
so.
Yeah.
We should mention
Yeah.
that
Nearly the
Forbidden
same.
Library. Forbidden Library is a 2/2 advanced summon event, so this one comes down a level early, which is why it's relevant at all.
Do I get to bring up the Terraformers
And
now?
you can bond to the advanced summon event, which is also very relevant.
Ditch bond.
I think this is just better than Akari, honestly speaking.
Well, I mean, Akari's a
Oh.
better level 3 play, I think.
Agreed, but
But
this
I also
is-
don't play any copies of the event. I think a better comparison would be like to Da Capo anyways, like the 2/2 Da
Wait,
Capo early play
Is
event.
your event bondable?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
in in
that's-
performance it is
That's
actually.
sick.
Yeah, but the
But,
event
like-
itself is bad.
The event itself is a 2/1 change event, but you have to sack a character or discard, sack and discard.
You
But
go
then you do it
neg.
from graveyard.
Oh,
Yeah,
Uh,
you still neg 1 overall.
Well, it's not 2
Uh,
because you have to sack a character with the name.
Yeah, but
That's-
Akari. Oh wait, no, Akari's a heal. Never mind.
not nearly as good as the Symphogear ones. That's
Well,
what I'm.
Yeah, the events aren't as good as the Simple Gear ones, and then the Capo is probably the more comparable comparison anyways. As a 2/2 event to play from your hand, you get the healer.
This
You
one
don't
is-
actually get a healer. You
Is
Well,
it not
you
a healer?
heal
I thought it was a healer.
no,
it heals
it's check
the
top.
field with a
it
a
heals with the
combo.
climax combo.
Oh, yeah. There we go. There we go.
heals the field, but you almost always combo. Look, this card is actually really good. I think it's one of the candidates for the meta build. If you can get this down, and then you have a rem, or hell, if you have a felt, your opponent loses.
Well,
good
you're not playing this and the Felt Refresh in the same deck.
No, there's no way.
I mean, you could.
That seems like
I-
they're
W-
overloading on twos
Like,
at
you
that
actually
point.
can't. This like
You just don't play rem,
So
which is bad in my opinion. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I
no.
tested this and the REM. It was my first build with it, and while I think this card in a vacuum is very phenomenal, I found myself never really using it to swap because I just like my field is already so big. Like she's 11k, I run a 2k to front to level 3's 2/1. Like she would be 13k, the REM would be like 13k or greater, and then I had an option of saving like a not very good thing that would still die if like from the lane it swaps into. The coolest thing I felt like I ever did was I ran the Beatrice into the back row to avoid an anti-change bomb.
I think
Oh,
think
well,
that-
this
oh,
also has
I
a
think
runner too, which is kind of cool with the field swapper.
Yeah, you get like really deep control of your field if you're going to swap this with a runner and then have the runner swap, I guess.
or you can just run first and then swap into a row that your opponent thought they were going to direct into.
Yeah, that's what it's like. You have options.
Yeah, I think this card is super strong, but I also don't think it's necessary. The only situation where it's better than playing Felt and Rem, like playing Beatrice and Rem, or Betty and Rem versus Felt and Rem, is where your opponent has a single anti-change counter. Anti-change bomb, rather.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, in that case, this is definitely better. But I think that the Felt and Rem ceiling is so enormously high that this is just not as good.
I'd also like to note this also dies, or like gets dealt with by a lot of the same tools that Felt does, like namely bounce triggers, on-command bounce, anti-change counters.
Etc. Etc. I'm gonna just give it a playable rating.
Is good the highest?
Good is the
Is
highest.
good- Okay, I guess playable then.
Yeah.
I'll give it the second
Playable
highest
plus.
rating.
I just don't think it actually I don't think it's gonna end up being the meta build, but like it's a very
Yeah.
powerful card.
like I think what I like through my testing, I decided I'd rather have an active card like the Felt than a reactive card like
So
the
you've
Beatrice.
decided to-
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
What?
Okay. I was about to make a Magic reference, but there's just no point.
Yeah, no, I think this is a playable plus card. I just don't think it's part of the optimal build right now.
Sure. Next
But,
up
like-
is Ram.
I got them crispy SPs.
Next one's Ram. She's a 1045 double R. I don't know why this one is after the level 3s.
Yeah, that's
just
strange.
really weird to me. Anyway, if all your
It's
characters are
backwards.
Ram, Rem, or Roswell, this gains 1k, so it's a 5/5. And when the battle opponent of this is reversed, you may, if you have the 2k1 soul in your climax zone and all your characters are the aforementioned, you may pay 1. If you do, choose up to 2 characters in your waiting room with the aforementioned names and add them to your hand.
So
So
if you
this-
play this against anti-salvage, your board gets -6 soul.
No, only minus.
No, because you only attack, like you only do this on the last.
You only
attack,
do it on
so
the
you
last
don't
one,
get
right?
any
Yeah,
next
everything
soul.
does get -6 soul, but it usually doesn't matter.
If you do it
The
against
thing about
little
these-
busters, you still have to ditch 4 cards.
Correct. So the thing about this is it is a true +2. It's not a fake +2 because the climax you play will cantrip. It'll give you back a card.
Oh, that's
Because
a
of that,
2K1. Yep.
yeah, you only need 1 row to kill anything, and you can do this going into your opponent's level 0 field because they aren't saved by having just 1 random look around. You still get your +2. Now the problem is you still need to reverse something. So this gets shut down by runners. It gets shut down by full walling fields. It gets shut down by cards that kill themselves when when your opponent plays a climax. It gets shut down by things that bounce on front attack or whatever.
And
There are a
your
lot of
variety of
things that-
sack counters at level 1.
Yeah.
Well, let's be fair. Most, like 99% of the time, this is going to go off.
Unless you're
I-
playing against like
I'm not convinced 99% is a correct number.
Index.
I'd
No,
put it more-
99 is not a correct number, but it's gonna go off.
I think even
Often
as
enough
low
time.
as 70-60%, to be honest. If you're playing against a cautious opponent, okay, sure. If you triple field Ram, and then you 2k1 soul on something, and your opponent has a runner, then yes, it will go off, and that's fine. That's all you needed to happen. Because now you just have a field of 5/5s, which isn't amazing, but that's fine. And you do have
So
2 more
that, you
cards.
also basically swing for 2/2/2, which is better than like
It might be
otherwise.
3, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this card is still a problem because 2k1 soul at level 1. If you don't hit level 1 first, I
That's how
mean,
you're
you have
losing the race.
Okay, so let's go over a couple things. Firstly, the meta build of this deck, the meta build of ReZero is not going to run this card. It has Amelia. Amelia is much stronger in general. Because of that, this only goes in the Maids deck. Now, if you're playing a themed Maids deck, you're not going to be running the runner. So you can't guarantee hitting level 1 before every other deck. If you do run the runner and you also have Ricky, then sure, you'll hit level 1 before any other deck. At which
But
point
if
this
you have the runner, you need to kill the runner.
Yes.
because this
Well, if you're getting to level 1 first, you don't necessarily need the 1k power.
yeah.
No,
That's-
No,
You
you
can't do
cannot salvage
balance.
unless you have full
Oh,
field.
never mind. Sorry, yeah.
Yep, so never mind. You
Yeah.
can't have the runner, which means you can't guarantee hitting level 1 first every time. You do have a Ricky, but that only goes so far because so many other sets have ways to clock themselves now. Because of that, you also have to take into account all of those games where your opponent gets to level 1 first, and they field cards which Ram is going to have a lot of trouble reversing. And in that
Well,
case,
if you play Ram and like the 0/0 Ram, then this is 9k. Like it's gonna find one lane to kill, unlike you're playing against Strider or something.
Unless you're playing against like Index for roaches.
which Ram are you talking about?
The
Ram,
Bright.
the TD Ram.
Oh, sure. Okay, that's fair. But that still leaves one glaring issue. If you hit level 1 second, playing a 2k1 soul is going to set you back on average by like 1.5 attacks.
Yes.
And that's
Yeah.
not. That is 1.5 attacks worth of damage.
It's also
Well,
kind of bad if you have to sack lanes at the point of attack to pump this card. So, like, if you play the aforementioned TD Rem, you're probably crashing it into something.
Or leaving it in
is-
the back.
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Well, both
it's
cases
just-
feel bad though.
Yeah. Like all in all, this is a serviceable combo, but there are many situations where it's just not as good as other level 1 combos.
Well, yeah,
I-
it is because it's on
Yeah.
a 2K and it pluses you too. Like,
I would never play this outside of exactly a Maids deck, and probably only in a Ram-centric deck. Like, Ram has a better 0-0 combo, and say,
Man, you don't play that.
no, your level 1 is pretty shitty. Otherwise, I think you play this over the book.
I'm not convinced. I'm really not convinced.
I'm still giving it a niche rating because it's only for the Maids deck anyways. The conditions
Yeah.
are honestly pretty brutal because a lot of your best cards don't have those names. So,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, even if it didn't have the condition, you wouldn't play this in the meta
Yeah.
deck.
I mean, 2K1s are just like bad right now. So, next.
Next card, Ram, Power of Clairvoyance. It's 0-0-500.
Wait,
Gives-
she can see the future and she died.
No, she didn't die.
Wasn't
What
she
are you
the
talking
one that
about?
died in one of the timelines, or did I miss that?
No, Rem.
Rem
No,
was the
Rem
one who
dies.
died?
Yeah.
So she can see the future and Rem died.
She can see the future, and she got herself a gay clown.
I mean, just because she
She-
can see the future doesn't mean she can change it.
She can't actually see the future.
Well, but
Yeah.
then what is this power of clairvoyance crap?
Clairvoyance,
Uh,
clairvoyance isn't necessarily the future. It's just
Oh, and-
something.
So then what does her clairvoyance see?
She can connect her senses with like stuff around her.
Okay. Sure. I'll
Yeah.
accept
So
that.
she has like
I'll
mini
accept that.
animal cameras.
Yeah.
She's a global 500 to all Roswell, Ram, and Rem.
She's also a card.
We're done.
When your other character with those names is placed from hand to stage, you may look at the top card of your deck and you put it back.
So this is where I get to
And-
say terraformers, right?
You have a startup ability, pay 1, ditch a climax card from hand, choose a Roswell, Ram, or Rem in your waiting room and add it to hand.
Okay,
So
so
this
terraformers
is
only is that
staple-
middle ability.
This is staple in the Mage deck. It just does a lot of good things. You see your next trigger, you get global 500 for whatever that's worth, and you do have a reasonable ditch out.
For real
I-
though, that middle
Yeah.
effect, like when I played in terraformers, is actually phenomenal. It does a lot of work, even if you can't necessarily move it. Just being
You
able to
have,
like, well, it's better in terraformers because it's staple to the brainstormer, but you have a brainstormer in this set anyway, so it's not a big deal. Like, and honestly, like because it's every time you play something, it's pretty sweet.
You have a card that benefits from the top check immensely as well. Coming
So
up.
like that top check effect is actually like a lot better than it seems, even though you don't get to move it.
Yeah. I've played a similar effect in set 1 Bakemonogatari. It was pretty okay in that.
Doesn't Monogatari have a better version of this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
second set. That's a new
Sec-
card.
Second
Yeah.
season has it, but like I played it before second season
Right,
came
right.
out.
Okay, sure.
I'm just saying, like it's a cool effect to have. I like the Guilty Crown one the
Oh,
most because you get to
Araragi.
scry.
That's right.
Well, the Hanakawa also lets you scry.
Well,
Those
mean,
are a little bit
or-
different though, because those only trigger once at the.
No, they trigger every. Well, yeah, once per turn.
Yeah,
Well, the
Which
level fist, the Guilty Crown
usually
level
is the
fist is
same.
twice.
I mean it's usually enough, but like sometimes you'll be able to
Guilty-
like sequence this in a way that you'll brainstorm and then get to look again, and that's always nice.
The Guilty Crown level assist is twice.
Yeah, that's twice whenever you play a character with the trait, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
and
Yeah.
you can.
Scry top or
Choose to
bottom.
put
It's
it
also
on
on a
bottom.
2-1 though instead of a 0-0.
Yeah, that's
There's
true.
there's another one that's on a global that isn't played though, because
The global is a 1-0 and it's a
The
back
global
row.
is like, it's like you check the top card of your deck at the beginning of your main phase.
Yeah, which is a little bit different. Anyways, all those cards are different. Like the only card I think has the exact same this or another is Terraformers.
Sure.
This card is fine. I'm giving it a niche rating. I don't think it's anything special. It only goes in the Mage deck.
Yep. Next.
Next card, Ram. The Maid saw it. It's a 1 cost tap Brainstorm to salvage. You salvage any character for every climax you hit, and it has
A bomb.
it has flavor text, and it is a bond, a ditch bond to a 2/1 anti-change bomb.
Which is sweet.
And it has flavor.
So what does the Barusu even mean?
It's
That's what she
anagram
calls Subaru.
Well,
Yeah.
it's the other way around. I get it character-wise, but like why?
She just does
She
it.
just does it, yeah.
It's like, why
Well,
does
she basically calls him balls.
Okay,
Ah.
cool. That makes sense. Everything makes sense now. We're done. That's all I
I
need
just
to
thought
know.
it was because like Siesta in ZNT fucks up Saito's name.
Sure.
No, she doesn't. She fucks it up deliberately.
Nice. This card
Sure.
seems fine. Like it's your brainstormer, it pluses, and being able to bond to an anti-change bomb is freaking dank.
I think you play this in every deck.
I agree.
This card is
Yes.
Tap Self Brainstorms are ooh.
I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna go good minus.
This is just a good card, period.
Yeah, it's a good card.
It's good.
Discard outlet, plussing, advantage engine.
Solid. Flavor text.
Like-
Flavor text is worthwhile.
All right, now let's get
That's
to a
Tom's
card.
favorite card. I think it's Tom's favorite card.
It's
Alright.
not my favorite
Next
card.
up.
It's my favorite like role player, I guess.
You got really up
card's-
on it after saying like
card
you would
is
never
super
play the
weird.
card.
I don't
Yeah.
know. It is the most expensive rare on the UT.
Okay,
For
that's
some-
perplexing.
I don't love it that much.
I
So
play
it's a zero-
one.
So Rem and Ram under sunlight through the leaves. That's a phrase that Bushiroad really likes. When this it's a 0015. When this is reversed, if the level of the battle opponent is whatever. It's a level 0 bomb, and you have a startup ability. So discard a card from hand and sack this card. So you're losing 2 cards here. Choose either a magic or weapon trait in your waiting room and add it to hand. So
Yeah.
that second ability is a straight neg 1.
Yeah.
It's also a bomb, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
but it's a startup effect.
Yeah.
So you have to
You
get rid
can't
of
use
the
both. That's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but like
Yeah.
generally you only use the second ability when you absolutely have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
It's a
generally
costless
like
Oh.
I've used it in a position where like it just didn't matter that I was losing the extra card because the other card I was getting was that important.
I
Yeah.
mean,
You can also use it like it's kind of like a very uncommon play, but you can use it at level 0 because you're going to be overfilled on cards anyways because you have a runner, you have Ricky.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
this card is just playable, but it's like solid. You'll probably play like 2.
I play one and I like it.
Yeah.
Like it's
I play one too.
come up.
I
when it
play
needed to
0.
Come up.
That's also fair.
I think I'd be fine if I wasn't playing the card either.
I think
so-
I like 2, but that's probably just me.
You don't have space at level 0 for 2.
Well, yeah.
All right. It wasn't a very interesting card, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm.
It's kind of interesting, but
It's
like
a
I don't think
field-
it's good enough.
It's a
Personally,
hand filter that doesn't take a slot on field. That's kind of cool
but
It's
it
a
also
card-
negs you.
in practice. Yeah,
It's a-
but you obviously only use it, as Terry said, when the minus doesn't matter so much as getting the card you need. Like if you need the free fresh, for example, you'd obviously.
Sure.
Like it's a card effect that is generally much better in other games. That's like what I think of it as well.
Regrowth is the realest card in Magic.
Yeah, look, this card is a role player because you can
Yeah.
take the neg because what this does is it gets you your 3rd Amelia, and when that happens, you go +2, so the neg isn't too big of a deal.
Like, you might
only
just have
play-
too many cards anyway, right?
Yeah.
like-
sometimes that's the case. I
Like if
only
you have
play-
tripled Amelia to be at more than 7 in hand at end of turn, like you could do this.
Nice. Can you even
Alright,
do
next-
that?
Yeah, if you like sack a brainstorm or something, I don't know.
Sure.
Right.
Like there's times that happens. I'm not saying it's always like what the deck does.
Next up is a level 1 bomb.
Beatrice on the Sunlit Hill. It's a 103k. During your turn, it gains 1k power, and when this is reversed, level 1 bomb.
Very
It's a level
exciting
bomb.
stuff.
The 1K maze will be flavor text.
I mean, it
It's
can
really
kill
weird.
level zeros like pretty
It kills-
consistently, which is relevant.
so do most level 1 bombs that don't have other ridiculous abilities.
I mean, having the ability literally meant that it went from like 3.5 base to 3K base.
yeah, sure, but it still doesn't really
It
do
doesn't-
that much.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Whatever. Level 1 bomb. Is there space for level 1 bomb? Do you have space for level 1 bomb? Do you have space for a level 1 red character at all?
No.
I ran 2 when my deck was just blue-red.
If you're not running the Amelia Restander, you have space for
Alright.
this.
Cool. That's all I
It
needed to know.
wasn't like important at all.
Yeah, that's
Like I
fine.
don't think I ever used it in my testing.
That's fine. Regardless, that's just like, it's a level 1 bomb. Like, if you want a level 1 bomb, you have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, next card. This comes from Triple R, wow. Guardian of the Forbidden Library, Beatrice, 105k. When this attacks, if you have Destruction of Magic spells in the Climax Zone, I'm pretty sure that's a gate, right?
No, it's
Yep.
Stocksoul.
Wait, Stocksville.
Gates on the level
No,
3.
Oh wait, no. Sorry,
there
it's
two gates?
gate. It's gate. It's gate.
2 gates?
Yeah,
Alright,
Stocksoul.
cool.
Stocksoul is the other one. It's the 2-1
Yeah.
combo.
If you have that in the Climax Zone, mill a card. If it's a character with either magic or weapon, you may salvage one character.
That sounds questionable.
You know, when
It's
this
fine.
card came
It's
out,
better than the other top check abilities.
like this card
like-
is completely fine. But like
Yeah.
when this came out, I thought it was just literally Jushimatsu, and I was like, nice, it's happening. I get to play the juicy boy everywhere,
Except, yeah,
except
There's a
for-
better level 1 combo.
there's just
Yeah.
a better.
yeah,
card.
there is.
Yeah.
This is playable in like a Betty waifu deck. It's only bad because
It's
of
like-
me.
This is playable in the go directly to
It's like-
jail deck.
That's it.
It's only bad because you play events in the Betty Waifu deck, so don't fuck up.
Alright,
I mean, if you're a good player,
you're a good player.
you're never gonna.
If
Yeah.
you're a good player, you won't mill your events. You're right.
Yeah,
Tom.
they'll already be in your hand.
Yep.
Alright, next up.
Your wisdom is unparalleled.
Alright, next card. Ram and Ram, Bath Time. So 3/2 10k. If all of your characters are Roswell, Ram, or Rem, this gains 1k power. When this attacks, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a Roswell, Ram, or Rem, deal X damage to your opponent, where X is that character's level. And 1 cost. When the battle opponent is reversed, you may pay 1. If you do, choose a card in your opponent's waiting room and put it on top of their deck.
Does this even make it? I guess it does.
No,
The
this
main-
only gets to the
In the
main-
maid.
I'm saying in the maid waifu deck. Or,
It
Yeah.
definitely
Themed
does.
deck.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. That second burn effect, we've gone over before. We've done the math. I've done
Yeah,
the math.
and
50%
it's less
of the time.
horrendous if you have top checks. Well, it's not less horrendous, but like
It's
you get
it's
a better
still-
idea.
You have a
It's
better
doable
idea of
with
what's
top
happening.
checks.
You're getting a 50% chance blind to usually do any damage, which is like kind of rough.
Mhm.
Player, niche.
Yeah, but like it's not really much else you'd be playing.
Yeah.
That's like a finisher profile.
All right. Next up,
Alright, next card, Subaru with Puck. It's a 0015. When this is placed from hand to stage, you may ditch a card. If you do, salvage Forbidden Library, which is the 2/2 Betty Advanced Summon event. When this becomes reversed in battle, you may pay 1 and ditch a card from your waiting room and send this to memory. If you do, choose a character with magical weapon in your waiting room and add it to your hand.
I actually like this effect.
It's neat.
It's
I don't
okay.
think it's super powerful. Being a ditch bond to an event makes it a lot more consistent, and that's great. It means you can run only 2 events, but in exchange you have to run this card, which aside from being an event bond is like shrug. That's second ability is
It's
fine.
better than more copies of the event bond.
That's
I
for
agree.
sure.
It is.
It's a lot
Unless
better
you're going for
than more
Reinhardt.
copies of the event.
I would like to point out that this is a card you can take with the 1/1 yellow search event, which is kind of neat.
You can take 2. Oh no, sorry.
No, you can't.
You can
You
only
can't.
take the Subaru
God
and then you have to
damn
take
it.
an Amelia.
Yeah, sorry.
You
This
can also take
card
a
is-
Puck and Amelia, and this is Puck.
You can
Obviously,
also take a
you don't-
Subaru or Amelia.
You don't play this unless you're playing the advanced summon events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which makes it
Otherwise,
niche.
yeah, it's just not worth it otherwise. And because of that, I think this is only niche.
It is niche.
All right.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hated
Next
hated
up.
drawing this card.
Yeah, I wasn't too hot on the card when I was testing Betty.
Oh,
build
Is
either.
Odd
boy.
Eye a new trait?
Yeah, no, it's not. Shizuru has it.
Okay.
Roswell, Imperial Wizard, 1/500.
It's Invoker.
This one has 6 effects.
Dies to Kaiki. Oh, no. Oh,
No.
No,
Oh!
doesn't die to Kaiki!
Dies to Lucian though,
Well,
It does
like
die to-
everything
it does
dies
die
to
to
Lucian.
Wingslayer.
and Wang Slayer.
Okay, everything dies
So-
to Wingslayer. Don't make me write more articles about Wingslayer.
You can write more articles about Wing Slayer.
Okay, but just don't make me.
So this is hexproof. It gives level assist to weapon and magic characters in front of it. When you play it from hand to stage, you mill 3. Up to once
You
a
may
turn.
mill.
You may mill 3, sure. Up to once a turn, when you use a startup effect, choose a character. That character gains 500 power for the turn, so it has 2 startup effects, but you can also use the Brainstorm, you can use a tap to give 1k ability, you can use whatever. It
Counter.
has pay 2, yeah, counter is the important one, so it turns your 102k counter to 1025. Split, I guess. Pay 2 tap, draw a card. This is a startup effect, and pay 1, choose a level 0 or lower character in your opponent's front row and kill it.
That's a lot of text.
This does a lot of things, and they're all really whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the important interaction between this is with the 1/0 puck, which is level 2, which then becomes a 7/5 level 2, and you have 2/5 counters.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even
There's
with
also-
something like that, it
not
was
worth
like
running in the meta build, but like you can do things with this in the red focus build.
Sure.
Or
I
like
don't
blue red.
think it was worth it in the red focus build when I tried it. I just like I played this over Rem Globals, and then I just went back to playing Rem Globals after playing it.
Yeah, I think
this.
this is only good with the puck 1/0. Oh, it
Yeah.
gets a
Well, this
level.
also
Well,
has
there's
a
a
partner
Ram-
Ram card. There's a Ram
Ram
card that
1/1.
partners with this. Yeah.
That's right. There is a ram which is like an 8k level.
No, 9K. 9K.
9k. Oh, that's right. It has the level X. Yeah. But other than those two, there's not really a reason to play this specifically. If you want a card to support your level 3, level 2 advanced summons, you have a 2/1 Amelia, which does that better and has like really cool other abilities. And even if you don't play that, there's still another Rem that does it better. It's like a level assist with some other effect.
So the manga
This
never
card-
finished translating this part of the series. Like, did he turn out to be like a bad guy, or was he just neutral like the whole time?
He's kind of a bad guy.
Well, in this
Most
in this
people don't
part of
know
the arc,
that.
it's neutral.
Spoilers.
Like he seems like a pretty chill guy up at this point.
No, he's a cool character.
Well, but I mean, like he's not like overtly evil, like at any part in.
He's
the
not
No,
evil
yeah.
at that point in time, and he,
I don't
Is it-
think he's
yeah,
ever
whatever.
like evil. It's just like
yeah,
he's just questionable, like his intents.
Yeah, but like a lot of people are.
Yeah.
Welcome to
I mean, just look at him.
Are you implying something?
What's wrong
about
with gay
gay
clowns,
clowns?
dude?
What?
I'm pretty sure he's not actually gay.
You're
I'm-
abusing privilege here.
Well,
Well, I mean,
is our resident gaydar going off?
what?
Well, he's boning
Can we
one of
talk
the twins.
about that? Can we talk about what that guy just said?
I know, man. I gotta be as offensive as humanly possible.
My lord. I use gay clown as an
here's the
endearing
question.
term for clown characters.
Here's a real question.
How is that any more endearing?
Is Ram a female? That's the real question here.
who here knows Hunter?
Yeah,
Who knows who?
she has
Hunter
tits,
Hunter.
so why
I-
would she not?
I
be
know of
female?
its existence and that it's constantly on
Hormone
hiatus.
therapy. Hormone therapy.
Oh boy.
Okay, dude. Go read or watch Hunter x Hunter if you want to see the gayest clown in existence.
How gay are we talking?
Like he tells the 12-year-old
it's
MC,
still
"Stop
Hunter x
looking
Hunter."
at me. You're turning on me. You're turning me on."
Oh Jesus!
And then a light emits from his dick.
Oh Jesus!
Great character with
Yeah, but
many
this-
interesting motivations.
But this gay clown.
Oh, this
Pets
guy's nowhere near
children.
Hisoka, dude.
Okay, well, yeah, but
Nobody's
Lots
near
of clowns
Hisoka.
touch children. Let's
I'm gonna go ahead and say niche minus.
I don't think it's
Yeah.
niche minus. I think it's
Ooh,
playable minus.
it's definitely playable. It's like a valid
Yeah.
backup choice because it very conveniently doesn't get killed by like railgun or like get bounced, right? So
um
I don't know how
Kiss
often
Sniper.
I care about playing like a 1/1
Arctic
level
Sniper,
assist.
yeah. I mean,
but
it's-
Lucia murders it, man.
oh boy, get back to me when Guardian is your local meta, I guess.
Guardian is sweet.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
not gonna be.
We can move on now.
Beatrice,
The
Library.
Resident Gate are
Wait,
going. Jesus.
Wasn't this like the
Christ.
name just... Oh my god. They're running out.
Librarian of the Forbidden Library. It's because Beatrice didn't have that much screen time, and like it was almost all in the library.
They cut out some of her scenes too. Like they didn't adapt some of her scenes from the novel.
Yeah.
The 1155. If you have 3 or more other magical weapon traits, it gains 2k power and it has hand-on core. So basically, it's a 7/5 hand-on core. I don't think you play this ever,
Nope.
except in Beatrice Waifu. Even then, I don't know if you play it.
You might. I don't know how
It's
many
not
cards
a
with
bad
Beatrice
card,
are on it.
but you won't play it.
You can play like one.
How many Beatrices are there?
Oh, enough.
Like,
Enough for a Beatrice deck.
I'm pretty sure you don't play like 4 level 1 combo 4 bombs.
That's fair.
Cause like I think this is the only other level 1.
That's fair. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
So you probably
And
play
then
some of
there-
this in Waifu.
Yeah, just
Before,
like,
like,
as
the
an
authorities are
arbitrary
called.
like big thing that can stay around.
Niche.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. That was boring.
Alright, Ram, Oni Prodigy.
She has a
It's a
horn.
1155. If you don't have another Roswell, this does not stand during your stand phase. Something about flavor. If you have another Roswell, this gains 1 level and 2/5. So it goes to being an 8k level 2, and the Roswell you'll have is most likely the 1/1, which means this will be a 9k level 2.
It pretty much has to be the 1/1. Like the only other Roswell is a 2/2 vanilla.
Yeah.
So you're kind of doing like the level 1 wall plan that a lot of other decks do.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of.
It
But,
makes 2K
yeah,
ones
it's
kind of
just-
okay,
it's not-
right?
Like your stuff is basically unbombable, unless the opponent has a Dachi.
Well, unless your opponent has a Dachi or they're also playing Gigant Shooter.
Sure.
I always have to go back to that. I don't know why it's
Yeah.
cost 1 bomb. Also, technically, Fate by extension, because the level 1 Gilgamesh has Red Climax bomb
Oh.
cost 1s.
Oh.
Idolmaster has a cost 1 bomb if we're playing this game.
So, like,
Sick.
they exist.
So this card sucks, right?
Yes.
They're out there. There are dozens of them.
I think there's like less than 5 of them.
It was a reference. Don't worry about it.
There are dozens of us.
Okay.
Nonsense.
Niche card. We can move on.
Yep. Beatrice with Puck, 2/6k. For each of your other magical weapon traits, this gains 1k power, and when this attacks, if you have mana drain in the climax, I don't actually know which climax that is.
Stock
What is that?
soul.
That's,
Stock
No,
That's
no, no.
all.
You have to mana drain your opponent's spells, so you have more things to do.
yes,
You-
that.
You have to get
if
the
you have
judge foils.
That's expensive stuff, man. If you have the stock soul and 3 or more other magical weapon traits, you may pay 1. If you do, deal 1 damage to your opponent, and this gains the ability, when the battle opponent of this is reversed, you may put that character on top of the deck.
It's not a very mana drain kind of ability.
I don't
actually
see
quite
how I'm
strong.
getting extra stock to play things.
This is actually quite a strong
You're
ability.
playing a stock soul. That's where.
Oh,
you're getting
okay,
the
sure.
extra stock to play
That's the
things.
mana drain. But you see, like, I'm not countering anything either. It's not strictly better counter spell.
Welcome to Weiss. I do like this card.
It's
Like-
actually pretty over spec for some reason. Like it's a 2/1 10k, and then it just pings on
printing a
attack.
lot of-
And if you reverse, then you get to top deck. Like what the fuck?
They've been printing a lot of like 2/110Ks with other abilities. Like,
Yeah.
Rewrite got a kind of absurd one, I think. The 2/110K Lucia, that when you play any climax, it gets stock charge on reverse.
And
Oh, that's so sweet.
No,
though.
And
that-
they
You get-
can't back up.
You get to burn, like, regardless of reversing. Like, I just double-checked the text. Yeah, no, that's sweet. This
Yeah.
card is actually, like, sweet.
Yeah.
This card's actually fine. I think it's perfectly reasonable.
I
It's
want
still
to-
only a niche card because you never play it except in Betty Waifu, but as a card in that deck, I think it's pretty good.
Like,
I'm
It's okay.
excited to play that deck. But I need my promos.
It is only a
You
niche
got to
card.
start using your Judge promo mana drains as proxies for the climax.
You know, I've been
have Judge Foil mana drains.
We'll get on it.
I have
I
a
haven't
Judge
done
Foil
that.
Azus, so that's good enough.
I don't own Saram, so I've been proxying using Gisellas because I just don't have any other legendary white creatures.
Wow.
But Gisela costs 4 mana.
It just has it has a piece of paper that has Saram in caps in it,
And
and that's
Saram's like a
enough.
50-cent card.
I don't, maybe in America, but not in like Canada where I live.
It's also in Europe. It's like,
Oh.
is it really 50 cent? Because like in Europe, it's I think €1.
I think it's like
Let's go.
$1.50 to be
It's,
completely right.
it's part of a high tier modern deck too now, so it might
You know
go up.
How do you
That
spell
deck's
Saram?
days are numbered SRAM.
SRAM.
That deck's days are numbered. Mox Opal on the watch list, I swear.
Oh, SRAM. Gotcha.
SRAM
Oh.
Senior.
They'll ban Paradise Mantle, obviously.
They're definitely gonna ban Mox Opal, and if they,
Paradise Mantle.
Oh, whoa, that's fucking stupid.
it's Pure Steel
Ram?
Paladin Mark II.
Yeah, now you have 8 Pure Steel Paladins. Ram, praising herself, 2165. If the level of the opponent is 3 or opposite this is 3 or higher, this gains 4/5 power, so it goes to 11k. And when placed from hand to stage, if you have 4 more other magical weapon traits, put the top card of your deck in your stock.
I like this level 2 killer. First of all, less than the actual 2/1 anti-level bomb that's in the set, and I like it less than the one that was in yellow that at least gains a soul.
This is
I
bonkable.
don't think you ever play this card in
Yeah,
anything.
This is a bad.
Except like maybe Ram Waifu, but even then, I don't think you play it.
Well, that's when someone tells you have shit taste and you move on with your life, right?
Hmm.
Ram's
Ram is actually
horrible.
better than Ram.
I honestly don't know anything about like what goes on with these
I
debates.
think I think from a very
As a point of reference, though, I'm looking at like her little like cross stitch on her hair, and I'm just like so confused as to how that works.
it's a magical world.
Like the way it's drawn on is very strange.
Well, if you look down, like I don't know.
Just a clip, bro.
It kind of lines up when you go all the way down, but like
There.
why doesn't that line go all the way up?
Maybe it's a hair clip, like Tom said.
Also, how does her hair shine like that?
It's anime. Can we
It's
get to the next
anime,
card?
dude.
Let's let Chris get back to his sleep. So Beatrice clinging to Nichan. Nichan?
No, it's not Nichan. It's Nietzsche.
Nichan.
Nietzsche.
Okay. Bond to Puck, Great Spirit.
That's the 1/0.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope it's not the 2/2.
It is
one
definitely the
cost.
1/0.
1 cost, discard a climax. Well, when this is placed from hand to stage, you may pay that cost. If you do, your opponent sacks one of their characters.
And as we decided,
Again, this doesn't work on Reinhardt. It's still your effect.
I was
Uh,
mistaken. I thought this was like an
An
edict sort of effect, but it is closer to Arena, and I know Arena doesn't work with hexproof. So there.
Well, it's only different from Edict because you're not choosing your opponent, and instead there's no
Right.
differentiation between select and choose.
I need to
Yeah.
double check the wording on Preacher and see if it works against hexproof creatures.
This Arena is the most comparable thing to this, and it does not work on hexproof creatures.
I gotta look at Preacher, just because I know that card.
Preacher is
Well,
like
the
an old
main
magic
the
card.
main mode of this card is being a clock bond,
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is,
but you don't have space for this at level 0, so you don't run this.
Preacher doesn't get around hexproof.
yeah. So this card is niche.
For your OTP deck.
Something like that.
Ought to.
Petra, innocent girl, 00500.
Traitless.
She has no traits. Assist, assist 500 and tap this to give a character with magical weapon 500 power.
I play this card
Unplayable.
with Junes.
This card is unplayable.
Hey, you can grab her with Ram, dude.
Dude, this
I
is
was
a
about to
non-bow. This is a non-bow with the Amelia 1/0. That's kind of wonderful.
I was very close to asking because I thought you said I would play this card in Junes, and I was thinking, is there a weapon trait Yosuke? I know that a lot of Yosuke's are magic trait, but I don't think any of the good ones are magic trait. Like it's only like the 0-0 and like rando bad cards. They're mostly Junes and headphones.
I mean, I was talking
I
about...
think there's one that's
I know
Junes
what
and
you're
Kata.
talking about. I know what you're talking about now, but I was very confused for a moment.
By the
think
way, this actually still works with Amelia. You just need 3 other magic characters.
He's right, but it's still
Well,
not.
no, but like if you have 2,
The
like
Nambo.
Yeah.
if you decide this is your main back row, this is what's gonna get you that like
Well,
$10
if you
store
decide
credit.
this is your main back row, then you clearly need to get your head checked out.
Dude, I just loved Petra so much. She didn't get eaten by dogs. That's all I remember about
Dude, she
her.
becomes a maid later.
Is that what happens? Is that her life's
Yes.
goal? Becoming
Is that
a maid?
Is that her reward for not getting eaten by dogs?
Yes.
She gets a job?
Kinda?
She gets a job? Is she at least paid for her maidly duties?
Yeah.
She's paid in clown sex.
And head pets.
But I thought the
Oh.
clown was gay.
The clown is not gay.
The
We've
clown
gone
is gay
just-
for Ram.
We've gone over this. Next card. Beatrice crossing over 001k. When it's placed from hand to stage, mill 2 cards. If there was a climax card in there, you can salvage a magical weapon trait.
This is the greatest card in the game.
This is actually really cool. It's really
This is
stacky.
actually kind of stupid. I don't
Yeah.
think
Beatrice doesn't have a
use this,
brainstorm.
This
I
is
mean,
a strictly better
that's all I'm
version
gonna
of
say.
Ray, which makes me a little annoyed.
It's not
Are
strictly
you
better.
forgetting the whole 4k versus 1k? That's not strictly.
But this one's actually like a brainstorm.
Yeah, but
like,
that doesn't
do you know
define
what
strictly better.
means? Shoutouts to Yue Peng. Do you know what strictly?
That's why I'm using it like this, dude.
Look, this card is cool because sometimes it's a come in play 0 cost +1, which is retarded. Like,
Yep.
you combine this with the one where every time you play a character, you get to check the top card of your deck, and it's very, very almost not really. I'm running out of words to say not actually consistent.
Well, basically what this does is it makes you brainstorm 6 cards.
Here, let's go. I'm gonna get my hypergeometric calculator up.
Or it's your brainstorm if you play the Beatrice Waifu deck.
All right, 40 cards in deck, or we'll say 42 and 7 climaxes. Mill 2 needs to hit 1. Calculate. You will hit roughly 31% of the time.
That's pretty broken.
Wait, why?
That's a 30,
Where did you
31
Where did you get the number 42 cards in deck and 7 climaxes?
I'm assuming you're just playing this on turn 1, to be honest.
Well, then what the?
I guess you're
Make
getting
it
closer
41
to like,
cards in deck.
sure. I
It's,
make it
it's
41.
more like
41.
38.
You're up to 31.5%.
Sweet.
Cause like it's gonna be a little different than that, but like hitting 30% of the time to just randomly salvage, that's cool.
Like, I
Like,
don't
who
know.
needs
Like,
Ricky,
I guess a
right?
best case scenario is like 37 cards in deck, like on turn 1. That's like as most as you can possibly get. Then you're looking at 35% chance to hit. That's like not bad.
Look, point is that this is a chance at hitting a 0 cost +1, which is really strong. Like, there's no clocking involved, no nothing. Just straight
I
up.
mean, your
0
odds are
cost
worse than a coin
+1.
flip, but still,
That's fine.
Yeah, but
Worst
if
case scenario, you mill 2.
that's
There
the
is a
floor.
card. There is a support in this set. I only play because it has mill 2 on it.
yes,
So you don't care about the support text at all.
Pretty much not at all. Yeah.
So then why aren't you just playing this?
Oh,
Because that card,
It does have
because
some
that card's a
neat.
better color, and because the 500 power is okay on offense with the Amelia climax.
It
Sure.
also has another cross-turn 500 power thing.
Well, then the
Yeah.
power kind of matters.
well, I think it's
Look.
more of a thing of like he wouldn't play it for the sake of being a global.
Yeah.
He's playing
Yeah.
it because it
Color
mills
fixing.
too, and then it's a global, which is nice.
Sure,
Yep.
value. I'd play this
This
as
card
like
is
a one
sweet,
of.
but it's
a
only like
gamble.
I'm gonna make a statement here. I'm gonna put this as niche plus. I think this card is really cool, and it's probably completely broken in standard, but it's.
Oh, I mean, like,
Is it?
It's
I
even
don't-
in good traits for standard,
well,
right?
but you see,
Magic.
like the brainstormer that mills 2 is banned in standard still, right? Or is playing in the
yes.
Creek banned in standard?
Is
Ogawa's banned.
Ogawa's
They're
banned in
both banned.
standard? That's
They're
sad.
both banned.
It's been banned for like
Forever.
actually ever.
It's lame.
It's fair. That card
Why,
is.
why don't they want people to have fun?
I think you misinterpret what fun means. Anyway, that's my
Hey,
rating.
playing Ogawa is the fun. It's actually so much fun, man.
I think Luis Brainstorm is fun.
You know what's really fun? Having your entire hand ripped to shreds after your opponent Ogawa's goes +4 and then kills freaking Akinari
Akinari.
4 times.
What a deck. And thus
Good deck.
standard was killed.
Anyway, next card, Beatrice Sulking. This is 004k. When this is placed from hand to stage, if there are 3 more climaxes in your opponent's waiting room, rest this. Bad card. Not really, no reason to play this card.
Alright, next.
You actually need to play this in Betty Waifu because you don't have other zeros, but it's a bad card.
I mean, it doesn't make it not bad. It's not even niche still. You're
Yeah.
not playing it because you want to.
No, it's bad. Yeah.
Well, that's rough.
Okay, I'd like to point out that this translation is totally wrong. This should be called Ram, a flower in each hand.
And instead
But,
she is flanked by pretty
Not
women.
flanked by pretty women.
Fucking garbage.
Dude, that's a pretty choice name.
Wouldn't you
104k.
want to be flanked by pretty women?
All of your other Rem, which is another 1-0 with this combo,
Oh, she has the same translation.
yes, gain 1k power. When this is placed from hand to stage, you look it up to 2 cards from the top of your deck, choose up to one of the Rem, flower in each hand, and put it on any slot on stage, and ditch the rest. Like, it's a come and play mill too, that's already kind of alright. And when it's attacked, have another one of the Rem, this gains 2k for the turn.
So basically,
This can also randomly plus you. No,
well,
it's
it's
an
not going to be
offense
random
tactic, I
because you're
guess.
playing it in maids and you can top check.
Wait.
I don't think you actually play this in mates, but like
You
can.
could
I don't-
play this in maids, and it can
It's
randomly top check.
Like
a
the maids.
problem of slots and maids, I think.
I think that this and the 1-0, the way this and the 1-0 rem work is you'll basically always have like 8k on the offense and defense, which is like kind of cool.
You can also field swap with these.
Yeah, well
cards between
that's
them.
how it works. Like you field swap into the rems, which are 8k
Yeah.
on their turn.
These are cool cards.
Just like not really. There's nothing really for them.
Yeah, too many slots for the maids deck, and then. Nah.
Like, all in all, niche minus.
Yeah.
Alright. Next card.
It's vanilla.
And,
Woo!
woo,
It's the boy.
spicy.
It's him.
It's that boy.
It's our savior.
He doesn't even get flavor text.
No.
Next card. I swear to God, this card looks so angry though, this Subaru. He's
Oh.
so mad.
Yeah,
Well,
like
he's mad
that.
because this is his card.
Yeah.
What? He gets another one.
He gets a couple more.
The other one is actually even worse than this one.
Is it?
The level 0 isn't that
Hey,
bad. It's
hey.
Well, the
it's,
level 0 only isn't bad because Puck is in it.
No, there's a blue level 0. It's middle school
Oh, the-
Shinobu for Rems.
Sweet.
Nice. The official
That's-
translation on
surely
Heart of Cards,
that's
by
the
the way,
blue
has
Subaru
a,
you're talking about,
has a typo
right?
on this RAM, though.
But the other the other blue Subaru is a bodyguard.
I don't think there's a bodyguard Subaru.
Are you sure about that?
Ah.
I'm pretty sure there is.
It's a bodyguard.
Who's
There's a
Rem?
bodyguard with Subaru.
No, I think Subaru only has the one card I said.
I see. Well,
Ram, enemy. Okay, so Ram, enemy of her
The
little.
state.
That is a terrible. God damn it. Her little
What?
sister's
That
enemy.
doesn't make any sense.
It
Card
makes
of
sense.
the
because she's-
cards.
Look, whatever. When you use the backup of this, if all of your characters are Roswell, Ram, or Rem, you may put the top card of your deck in stock, and it's backup 2/5.
I mean,
So
it's a
open to main deck and only
2-0-2-5
to
counter.
zero. There's a 1/1 Rem counter, which is just
The
bigger.
113k counter.
Yeah. But this one's basically a 2-0-2-5.
2-0-2-5 tend to be like pretty whatever compared to 1-0-2Ks because they come in too late.
Agreed. All right. Next card. 2/2 Gay Clown. He's a vanilla. Next
Oh
card.
shit, I'm slow.
He has flavor text.
All right. Let's read the flavor text. That's fine, no? In addition to the royal election, the other reason why Subaru-kun is heading to the capital is for healing.
You didn't say it in your gay clown voice.
When I
I don't have a gay clown voice.
Do
Are you
it.
sure? You don't know.
I get that feeling, I need sexual healing. That's all I can think of, dude, after reading that flavor text.
Oh my
And the
god.
last card is the Betty event, which is 2/2. Choose one of the Betty from your hand and put it on any slot on stage. This goes to memory. This is objectively better than the Persona one because it goes to memory. So-
Also objectively better than the Himeno one.
Yes.
Yes. I'd also like to note, though, that the Betty is just an 11k vanilla heal if for whatever reason you do not like see fit to play her at level 2. Which is
Yes,
kind of
I'm playing her in the yellow deck so that I have a healer. Because I'm playing red.
dang.
Because yellow doesn't have a healer.
Nice.
That's it for
Alright.
red.
And that's red done.
Sweet.